Does anybody have a clue what this tool is? The bottom is flat, the wheels on the ends move the side rails in and out, and it says patented in 1909. It actually belongs to another member of the New England Model Engineering Society. A friend of his found it at a flea market, and we are all stumped on what this thing is. Would anyone here be able to help identify it? It's an antique sandpapering plane. It was patented on August 31st, 1909 by Augustus May of New Orleans, Louisiana. The handle is different in the patent, but it has the wheels on both sides to draw the bars toward one another so that the sheets can then be clamped in position. What is this tan and black disc, possibly a sailing tool, found in a boat-building focused woodshop? It's fairly heavy, about an 8-inch diameter disc, attached to a long spool of line. If anyone has a clue about what it is, that would be greatly helpful. It's called a Secchi disc, used to measure water transparency or turbidity in bodies of water. Created in 1865 by Angelo Secchi, an Italian Catholic priest and astronomer. The disc is lowered slowly down in the water, and the depth at which the disc is no longer visible is taken as a measure of the transparency of the water. This measure is known as the Secchi depth and is related to water turbidity. Does anyone have any idea what this tool is? A friend gave me this, but I have no idea what it is. The head pivots, the sole and iron are both convex, and the iron is a Stanley. But I don't see any other markings on the tool. I'm definitely curious if someone knows its intended use. It's a 19th century box scraper, originally used for scraping off labels from wooden shipping crates and boxes to reuse them. You pull it towards you with the handle. It was patented on April 4, 1876 by Henry Richards and Justus Trout of New Britain, Connecticut. I bought this along with a lot of old tools at an auction, and we can't work out what this does at all. Around 13 inches long, with no maker's mark. Some suggestions on this item have been a rug beater, a hide stretcher, a dust mop handle, or a card holder, or for pulling blinds down and up. Can you please help me identify what this thing is? It's an antique egg beater. It was patented on October 15, 1907 by George L. Raymond of Binghamton, New York. Set it in the bowl, and the spiral center shaft extends away from the handle and allows the user to push it, creating a spin for mixing. I saw this tool in an antique shop in Tunkhannock, Pennsylvania. I'm wondering if anyone knows what it was used for before I purchase it. The bowl on the end is heavy and solid, cut in half, and inside is smooth and flat, so it can't be a meatball maker. I would really love to know what its original use was. It's a 19th century pinching iron, also known as hair tongs or hair straightening tongs. Here's one I found on an 1870 catalog, another one on an 1886 catalog, and one from 1934. These were heated on a stove and used either to straighten hair, grab dampened hair, and pull it gently straight, sliding it between the circular ends, which serve as heat sinks, or to set curls or ringlets, usually after the damp hair has been wrapped in paper. I found this today, and I have no idea what it was used for. It's heavy, made of metal, spring-loaded, with a wooden handle. It looks important, but for what? Thanks for any assistance. It's an early 20th century cherry pitter, used for quickly removing pits from cherries, olives, or small plums, while keeping the fruit largely intact. It features a spring-loaded pusher that presses the pit out through the bottom of the fruit. What is this vintage stainless steel tool I found in the kitchen of an old house? I'm not sure what it is used for. Around 5 inches long, and it is stamped "Does All" on what seems to be the handle. Does anybody have any ideas what this is for? It's a mid-century does-all razor blade holder, designed to hold a standard double-edged razor blade safely, offering better leverage and protection for the user's fingers than holding a bare blade. It was patented on June 27, 1939, by John Clark Brown of New York City. The patent says it's for chopping purposes in the kitchen, in mincing vegetables and the like, but it was also used for cleaning and scraping tasks around the home or workshop. Does anybody know what the round metal thing is on the left? I found it on the ground in my property, and it has been puzzling me for over a year now. My first guess was an old carriage step, and someone suggested it's the top of an old stove. I would very much like to know what it was originally made for. It's an antique cheek guard for carriage bits, known as the JIC bit, from around 1890. From what I recall, the bit was purportedly designed and produced by Jerome Increasecase, founder of the J.I. Case Threshing Machine Company. If I'm remembering correctly, he also owned a world-famous trotting horse. This bit is very common. It was even sold by Sears Roebuck back in the day. Any clue what these two metal items are? One resembling a fish, and the other an unknown object. The object made from wire is obviously a stand for something, perhaps a soldering iron. I was told the fish-looking thing looks to be a clamp for adjusting the length of a rope. Mechanical Pencil is standing in for Banana, who is on vacation. Thank you for any help in identifying. The fish is a vintage lemon wedge squeezer, meant to have a slice of lemon inserted, and then the lever squeezes the juice over your meal. We used to have one growing up. And the wire is a mid-century boomerang-style ashtray holder. These functional art objects were popular in the 1950s and 60s that reflect the space-age, futuristic aesthetic of the 1950s. This tool showed up this morning. It has a rectangular steel beam with 4 sliding heads, and each of the heads is cast with the designation, patented January 22nd, 1884. 2 of the heads are for outside measurements and have arms that curve toward the center of the beam for use as a beam caliper, and 2 are set up for use as trammel points. There is no noticeable wear on the bottom of the curved arms, and we have been unable to locate an applicable US patent. Any help anyone can provide will be most appreciated. Please tell us down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.